to bring this action to you guys. There's a few people on track in front of the driver's stand. Watch the front of the driver's stand. Four minutes, 20 seconds to the start of the race. I'm waiting for a check-in. I got Fernando coming around. Alright, I need Austin, Craig, and Tony for a check-in. But we are on track. We are on track for a 30-minute main event. Austin, got you on board. I believe that's Craig is not yet there. I see the Vega movie. I think I hear Craig in the start in the pit. So warm-up has officially begun. 3-minute warm-up has officially begun. We're missing Craig Kaplan. Lineup is Austin on 1, John on the 2, Craig on 3, Arnold on 4, Tony on 5, Kevin on 6, Victor on 7, Steve on 8, Jacob on 9, and Fernando on 10. Track's still open, guys. Track is still pretty much open. So be careful. We're waiting for Craig to check in. I think I see his. I don't see. Are you there, Craig? Is Craig gonna make it? Says he's starting the car. 2 minutes to the start of the race. 2 minutes.
10 minutes to the start of the race.
Line up. Turn marshals, please. We need one more on the right and maybe one in the center, please. Need my turn marshals from the last race rally. I think I see Phil out there. Clinton, onegaishimasu. Marty, if you can marshal, please. Thank you. One minute. See Victor Garcia's red and white car out there, looking really quick.
1 minute to the start of the race.
This is like an all-stars match. You heard the lady or the gentleman. 1 minute, 50 seconds. So Craig is not gonna make it. We're gonna go ahead and line up. Let's go ahead and shut the straight down. Alright, straight is closed. Straight is closed. Line up. Austin on 1. Burnett on the 2. Arnold bump on up to 3.
Yeah, but I think maybe like
Arnold Mercado on the 3.
where they're super far apart, but
Tony on 4. Kevin on 5. Kevin, you're there. Victor on 6. Steve. Steve, move on up, move on up. And then Jacob and Fernando. If you guys are happy with that, we are gonna start in less than 5. Go, go, go! 1/5, amen. Super touring car. Oh, have a bit of a rough start there. Had trouble at the start there and flipped the car right in front of the driver's stand. As Austin leads the pack now, followed by John and Arnold and Tony. Your top four right there. Obviously not to discount Panda on the 5, Jacob on the 6. Everyone pushing. I lost track of Steve's there. Yep. So all in order except Victor bumped down a few places. Sure he's gonna make that up. Ooh. Very slippy front end for Victor there. Relatively clean start, guys. Alright, first few laps. Austin with a 16.5, John Burnett with a 16.7, Arnold 16.7, Tony Vega 16.5, there. Kevin with a 16.6, Jacob 17.5, Fernando 18.1, Steve 21.2, Victor with a 16.5. So we're gonna see super competitive class here. Always to try to watch the experts. Woo. Amazingly smooth. With 2 minutes a lap, we have Austin on 1. A little bit of 2-second gap between Austin and P2 of John Burnett. Vega managed to overtake Mercado and is now P3, hunting down Burnett. So it's going to be Austin, John, and Tony's show. But wait, look who's coming up behind them. Just 1 second behind. Kevin Panda Cole in that blue Porsche, making his way through the field. Still has Arnold to catch, but the pace of everyone is amazing. 16.5 average. Austin with a 16.5 average. John and Tony with a 16.6 average. Kevin with a 69. Steve was showing a little bit of a slower pace than his awesome Q4. It was a really good run. And right now, he's battling for position. Victor is trying to catch up to everyone. Welcome to our newest addition to the STC class, Fernando, who had to also work and earn his spot the hard way. First having to win the B main and then getting bumped up to the oops. Victor had a little bit of an upside down situation. At the sweeper, track is clear though, track is clear. Watch that battle for first place now. Watch as the white car and the yellow car take that straightaway, separated by half a second. Austin Sarnell and John Burnett showing everybody what it's all about. It's all about racing. That is so close. Ooh. Careful. Back's good. Meanwhile, Tony is slowly inching up, trying to catch John Burnett. John Burnett put in a 16-1 that last lap, matched by Tony 16-4. So Tony a little bit behind the Burnett banana. But you can see them all on the screen now. It's like, oh my gosh, I forgot my recent F1 history here. Fernando, those are your top 8. Oh! John flips it! That gives Austin some space. Track is clear, the car looks okay-ish. But it's now on the broad shoulders of Tony Vega to see if he can catch Austin. Austin with a little bit of a breather there. John is not sitting down though, he's on the throttle there and trying to recover from that mistake. In the meantime, Kevin Pandacol is in P3. Woo! Watch out, blue Porsche. Make its way across the finish line. Hunting down Tony Vega. Burnett has slid down to P4. And Arnold focusing on his race here. 16-4 from Arnold. 15-7 from Burnett. Wow, fastest lap of the race. He means business. He's gonna cut. Statement of purpose. Alright, leader. Austin's moving so quick, I can't even keep track of it. Alright, crossing the start finish. Victor, that's your leader right behind you. And then we have Tony, the gap has now ballooned to 3.7 seconds. Austin pulling away, doing a 15.9 that last lap. Austin Sarnell. Kevin Pandacol with a 15.9 matching Austin. So that gap between Tony and Panda now dropping. I know Tony's pushing. He is. 16-second laps from Austin and Tony, but 15.8 from Panda. 16.0 from Arnold. Wow. Right, everybody seems to have found their time zone. Thank you, Fernando. That was your leader. Fernando is a lap behind Victor, so Victor's pushing up, climbing up behind our newest STC member. Welcome to the class. Nicely done. Another leader behind you. Thank you. Wow, a bunch of cars right behind Fernando. Steve is hanging in there. Steve is around 14 seconds behind Arnold. Victor, you're 6 seconds behind Steve. So a ways to go. Couple of track lengths. Not insurmountable. We do have 20 minutes. 20 minutes remaining in this 30-minute battle. So Tony getting a bit of a push. Victor getting the lap times here. Tony 16.2, Victor 16.3. Maybe they can help each other out and build up and catch up to Austin. Austin is 5 seconds away now from Tony. Panda is 1.5 seconds behind. That is not a lot. That is not a lot. Burnett, 0.4 seconds behind Panda though. Look at that race, guys. Watch the action as they hit the chicane on the lollipop there. Panda and Banana battling it out. Crossing the finish line, entering the Christmas stocking. Panda holds. Burnett pushing. Panda with a quicker lap time. In the meantime, Arnold is catching up to John Burnett. Wow! Ooh, little bit of two-wheeler for Panda there. Really extracting everything from that curve. Austin able to manage the time very well. Putting in 16 ones, 15 nines, casually dropping that down. Tony working hard to keep in pace. 6 seconds though behind Austin. So that's the battle for P1. Panda is maybe regrouping. Gap to Tony has expanded a little bit, just a little bit, half a second. 2 point, ooh, near miss for Arnold. Near miss. Jacob, that's your leader. That's your P2 behind you. Just be careful. Nice for Vega on the inside line. As we do the sweeper with Jacob. Jacob is hanging in there. Jacob, you're just one lap behind Victor Garcia. And Fernando also. Fernando is hanging in there. 41 laps. 4 laps to the leader. So a bummer that Craig was not able to join. I'm sure he was super excited to this race. I would have my car if he wanted to drive my car. And look at how close. Look at how close the blue car and that yellow car are. Woo! What a move by Burnett. Does he hold it? Does he hold it? Bam! The user's fire! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Racing incident. That's right. Keep racing. Keep going. Fortunately, that was a minor-ish result. But it was a big move. Good try. Looks like both cars are okay. Just a very nervous spin right at the entrance. Careful, there's a slow car trying to get to the pits. I think Jacob's car is broken. Jacob's car is broken, the front axle. I think he's going to be out of the race with that move. Very, very exciting race. We saw Banana take Panda on the infield, and then just at the entrance to the straightaway, Panda makes a move, completes the move. But there is a bit of a touching side to side on the exit. Never a good place to have a touch side to side. Spun Burnett around. Fortunately, both cars in the right direction. Panda holds that position. Let's see how the lap time stack. Burnett seriously pushing on the gas. 15-7. On that last lap, 15-7. And Panda gave a 16-3. So we're going to see maybe in a couple of laps another battle for P3. Fun race. In the meantime, Tony gains a second away from Panda. So that that battle with Burnett cost Panda a little bit of a delay, just 1 second, which I think is a half a second only penalty from his previous gap, to turn. Tony is turning the screws though. 16.0 for Tony, 16.1 for Austin. Austin Serna comfortably in the lead, but not by much. 8.9 seconds. I see a Marshall running. It's somebody flew off. Oh no. Straight is clear-ish clear. Straight is clear. Burnett flew into, oh, there's a little bit of a body talk. I need a body talk for Burnett. Body talk for Burnett. Fix the body. Is it out? I think it's out. Alright, John Burnett had to get the exit. He had overshot the entrance of the straight and said hello to the trees. Meanwhile, very much traffic for Tony there. Okay, Tony navigates it clearly. That is your race leader, Fernando and Steve. Well, your P2. Your P2. Austin is just crossing the finish line. Clear track ahead of Austin. He gets to focus on those beautiful lines. Clean lines. 15.8 that last lap. Tony Vega though, 15.8 that last lap too. And I have to pull out. Oh my god, what a attrition. Mercado is in the fight. P3. Mercado now up to P3 with Panda out of the loop. See how Victor is faring? Just let our P2 cargo. Victor and Steve. Victor is 2 laps behind Steve. Fun to hang out with Victor for a while maybe, Steve? Yeah, give him a little bit of a push there. Less drag for him. Thank you. Very, very nicely done, Fernando, letting Arnold pass. No time lost for either. Big 16.0, Austin 15.9. 8 seconds difference with 12 minutes remaining. Well ordered. Austin setting that blistering pace. Dropping 59. Tony Vega 15.7. Tony's got it. Got speed. 15.7 for Tony. Slower that lap. Not by much. Point piece. Yeah, they're matching lap for lap. Well, as long as Austin matches it, that is an 8 second. That's a monumental lead. Fernando, I hope he's having fun out there. Wow, P6. Hanging in there, first time doing 30 minutes after a marathon. Did we do 30 minutes, 25 minute rally? Arnold to the boards. Does not expose him to, Steve is 4.7 seconds behind Arnold. They're both on the same lap. So we have a battle for P3 and potentially a battle for P1. Here we go. Tony is 30 seconds ahead of Mercado. So I think P2 will be in the books if things hold. Potentially a P1. We can challenge Austin. Austin looking pristine though. Wow, 113 pace. 113. Tony with a 112 pace. That is just 6 seconds over the 30 minutes, guys. That is not a lot. So pay attention on track, drivers, as you see the white car or the bright yellow car. Just give a little bit more room and let them battle. I know Arnold is pushing to keep Steve at bay here. Steve is, I don't know if Steve is mounting a challenge. Steve doing, the answer is emphatic yes. Steve just put in a 16.0, Arnold with a 17.1, a full second quicker than Mercado. Alright, that's much better, Arnold. 16.2, 16.0, Steve. So slowly inching forward. I think Steve's still got the tires. Oh no! We lost Mercado on the straight. He's off the racing line, but go inside, a little bit inside the straight, inside the straight, inside the straight. And the track is clear. Be careful, slow car on the straight. There you go. That's your leader, Arnold. That's Tony challenging for P1. But with that, bravo, Steve Perez is now in P3. How about that? That is so much drama. Eight minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. Austin is just a machine out there. Keeping Tony at bay. 5.6 second gap now between Tony and Austin. That's your race right there. Steve and Arnold. I heard somebody hit the board. Who was that? Oh no, was that Steve? No, Steve's good. Where's Arnold? Arnold's there. Okay. Alright, you guys gave me a heart attack. I think Victor Garcia had to pull off. 5.4 second gap between Austin and Tony. They are matching pace though. Smooth is fast, Arnold. Hang on to P4, Fernando's coming for you. 4 laps though. You're 3 laps ahead of Fernando. Body tuck for Arnold. You're good. You're good. Austin and Tony, what a show. 15.9 and 16.1. 15.9 and 16. Steve joins the party. Steve with a 16.1. Let's go. I think Steve's gonna be out of reach of Arnold now. Arnold, you are 12 seconds behind Steve with 6 minutes to go. Oh, a little bit of a pirouette. Fernando keeps it on all fours. Make sure the car's still okay. That's your P4 behind you. Thank you. And your race leader. And your P3. Alright. Oh my god. Can I breathe now? Gap between Austin and Tony, 4.9 seconds. Are we gonna see something late? Something late. Gonna be a push by either. And we do not know who's gonna be able to keep it down more. 16.3 by Austin, 16.5 by Tony. Austin maintaining that gap just by last match. Steve on the hunt though. Steve is 45 seconds behind Tony. That's 3 laps behind. Arnold, if he can somehow do magical 20 laps here. That's still 5 minutes, so 20 laps. Smooth. Real smooth. Chip away, chip away. 17.6 by Steve, 16.5 by Arnold. Watch out, people. So keep an eye. P1 battle and P3 battle still pretty much happening. Remember, this is championship points, so every place counts. We are fighting for it. I think up next is 110, 235 Nitro. 4 minutes to the start of the countdown for that race. We want to thank everybody again. You are all what makes this club happen. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for your participation. Thank you everyone for helping out with track cleanup and setup and pack out. Hope everybody had a good dinner yesterday. I missed both Friday and Saturday. Wish I was there. Battling jet lag, I came back racing from the Netherlands. It was fun hanging out there with Marcel and Mark and Rick Vanderbilt, who were running the STC National. And we do want to wish our Los Talo delegates, I think Ryan, Panda, maybe Jacob. Is Jacob going? We're gonna wish them well. We'll be with them in spirit for sure. Watching the boards. And watching the video feed from that Nostalo. Such a nice track. Super huge though. But happy to see everybody having fun out here. Arnold may have lost a little bit of tire. May have overcooked the tires. So with 2 minutes remaining, I think, unless something dramatic happens, Austin is still putting down 16 runs. How about Tony with 16 threes, Steve 16 threes, Arnold 16 runs. Wow! Amazing, guys. I think everybody's nobody's slowing down, I think. Yeah, nobody's slowing down. Tony Vega 15.8. Alright, same challenge for us I gave to Fernando earlier. Fastest lap of the race is 15.6 by Tony Vega. Can Austin do it on his final lap? Austin, you have a 15.743. Tony has the fastest lap, 15.626. Challenge issued. 20 seconds remaining. So it's 4 seconds behind Austin. Austin puts in a 16.5, Tony a 16.1. Gap is closing, but too late, I think. So Austin just needs to finish. Austin takes the win.
Result.
Austin, you are done. Tony, you are done. Steve, Arnold, you are done.
Result.
Congratulations. We're running a victory lap. Running a victory lap for Austin. Hot track marshals.
7.4 result.
Alright. Austin takes P1, Tony P2, Steve P3. Congratulations. Fastest lap goes to Tony Vega, 15.626. Nicely done. Steve Perez, P3. Shows up on race day, says, nah, just gonna do one qualifier, and then I'll race. Thank you to our marshals. And I know Arnold just finished the race. Arnold, photo please. Thank you. Thank you to all our racers. We do have a couple more races. Let's have the photo clear out first. Up next is P35. I am going to be pitting unless Giorgio Bayabo, are you still there? Maybe Arnold can be the pitman. Anne is looking for a pit crew. Alright, we're gonna finish this race and go to the next one in 6 minutes.
Minutes to the start of the race. Up next, race number 12.
What's up, Bill?
Coming down to our last 3 races.